I believe we are live.
We are live. Episode 15.
Yes, sir. Episode 15.
Excellent. And I am bathed in light, but it's out of my eyes at least, so
You get a partial sun tan and
yeah, that's right.
you
Like
know.
the bottom of my face will be red tomorrow. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, music this week. What was going on with you? Not much with me, although I was working on a piece on guitar that I'm
Oh.
pretty happy with. So I've been practicing that, and like as you practice it, the the chords and melodies kind of change, and you like, oh, let's do that instead.
Mhm.
Which is going pretty well, but not really ready to share it yet, but coming along. Didn't fire
Hell
up the
yeah.
studio though.
Yeah, I've been messing with track '01 a bunch
Hmm.
uh and discovered some bugs in track '01, you know.
Interesting.
I
Oh,
kind of
bugs
I
in native instruments? Get
no
out of
way.
town, man. Yeah, no way.
Uh yeah, so basically when trying to put a sequence on a cutoff and then going back to the sequence with the pitch, it will bug and then you try to close it out and it will crash the computer. So I was, or Logic rather,
Hmm.
and I was trying to figure out why it was doing that. Spent like 3 hours on that, and
Well, you're
then
using it in expert mode is the problem. So,
I'm trying to use it to its fullest
hmm.
ability, you know. Because it's super powerful, man. I like
Hmm.
I believe it's one of the most powerful foundations, especially for electronic music that you can, toss in there that really works well when it doesn't bug,
Hmm.
when it's working properly. And then I was messing a little bit with 40's own keys. They got some actual, I
Yeah.
mean, some of the first presets, I'm like, but I was going through, the presets and I'm like, damn, some of these are tweakable to the, like, really good for the commercial type of tracks
I've
that we're,
used I've used it a couple times in our videos here. So
it, yeah. And I'll listen to Spotify sometimes, like podcasts, and sometimes ads will pop up, like
you'll hear it.
15-second ad or whatever it is, and it'll be commercial type of music for like, pharmaceutical or whatever, but a lot of it is very bassy. It's
Hmm.
or recently that I've heard for all these commercials, there's a lot of bass presence.
Yeah, a lot more
Uh,
electronica in general for commercial music.
yeah, like bassy and then like a string, subtle string, almost like a, like an like a synth string, kind of like in the background. And then it's just a, corny chord progression into nothing, It's just one of
Hmm.
those about to be a tracks,
Right, like we make.
Uh exactly. I mean, in 15 seconds, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man. Uh I'm ready to jump on into
Let's
the
jump in.
business here.
Why put it off?
Exactly.
Man, I gotta update the script.
Buttos.
And here we go. We're off. Crime and user.
Whoa, Prime. Okay.
Have we seen that one before? I don't know. That might be a new one.
I don't think so. I don't think we've had crime.
Interesting.
I don't even know what crime would entail.
Hmm. Yeah, could go a lot of ways. I guess it would depend on the setting of the crime, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see here.
And type of crime,
Crime.
obviously.
Free crime videos.
Cybercrime.
Cyber. I might actually have to pick that.
I know why.
Oh, you know why. Track '01 bugs. Spend 6 minutes of the 10 minutes trying to find a sample for that mallet hit.
Oh man. I guess I'd go in the logic you showed me that logic has, uh,
Oh, they might have that
default
actually. Yeah.
sounds. Yeah, maybe they have something that will work. Mallet.
see how long this is.
That's kind of cool.
22 seconds.
On the long side, but I like how open-ended that one is. You could go orchestral or hybrid. Um,
We're doing it.
okay. Yeah, I kind of like that.
Okay, stop sharing here so I can get to the chat. Bye.
Bye. Discussing the evidence.
New project.
Okay. Do you know what you want to do with it?
Um, no idea yet. I
Hmm.
haven't even been thinking. Just trying to load
Gotcha.
up this
I'm all set,
video.
sir.
All right, one moment. Dragging her in. 22 seconds. Okay, pull up this timer here. Put that over there. Probably strings, I
Hmm.
guess. All right. I will start the timer in
Five,
five, four,
four,
three,
three, two,
two,
one.
uno.
Composer down.
Composadone.
Boom.
All right.
How went your composing, sir?
I think it went good.
Great.
I wish I had a little bit more time on just
Selection, like sound selection. I wish I'd pick better samples at least for one of them, but I'm pretty happy with mine.
so I actually it was the MIDI that I was having. I was trying to get the MIDI right. I don't think I got it perfectly right, but uh it's not bad. It's
Well, when you're, I was thinking about this because I use piano as my primary instrument, and when I do Composer Dome, I tend to play it. Like I don't program the notes. Do you play it or do you tend to write the notes out?
I play it.
Okay.
But if I play something, so some actually it varies actually it varies. So if I play something that I'm like right off the bat, I'm like, "Oh, I kind of like that, but I know there's mistakes in it." I'll chop it real quick, bring it to the beginning, line it up real quick, put it all,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it's there, and then I'll change out a couple notes that I'm like, "Ah, no, that didn't hit right." And that's exactly what I did here. So I had something in the beginning, I'm like, "You know what? Let's go with it."
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first thing I went with, and then I built everything around it. But yeah, I'll just jump in here, share my screen. I already switched over my audio and saved my file. So
I'm saving as we speak, and I'm switching over.
excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, so basically it's
Crap.
basically the same thing, the whole video. It's just the guy
Yeah.
kind of explaining. But
Right.
I kind of wanted to maybe I imagined, right? In this little segment in the show that at the end of this is like, but we know where he lives. Kind of thing, like
Oh, okay. So
kind
it
of
has
like
an event in it. Yeah.
slightly, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
went
might
for the
fit, might not
exact
fit.
opposite approach of this is just a filler scene. So it's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's jump into it. Here we go. That last note was probably not intended. That last high note, still messing
Interesting.
with that.
Okay.
So I was thinking it was more like we got a serial killer on the loose. Look at he's going down Route 95. He's down in Jonestown, wherever wherever this location is, and then he points to it, kind of like at the end. He's like right
It's
here.
it's interesting. Like I because it's just a single shot and because they're not going back and forth showing faces and different people talking, I didn't get that this was an emotionally heavy scene, you know? Because of the way it's shot, it looks very surgical, as if like this is just like B-roll from the police department, Like but so it is
It
I
took the
went in a
dramatic approach, like he's explaining, serial killer
yeah,
stuff.
and if the camera shot back to the guy who's listening's face and he looked really grave or surprised or something, I think it would be more of a dramatic scene. But this
True,
to
true.
me, this does not read dramatic at all. And I went in completely the opposite. Like I created complete CSI filler music for
Hell
this.
yeah, man. Let's
Can you
let's
play it
die.
again? Can you play it
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Well, I'll just real quick. 4 tracks. Yeah. I mean, he does have a pretty serious tone on his face, though, doesn't he? Like he's like, "This is where the thing is." That's what I
Yeah,
see.
I wish we had other spectators
Definitely,
that could
definitely,
weigh in
definitely.
sometimes because yeah, it's completely subjective. I like what you made, and your music would be perfect, except for
What do we
the
hear
first
here?
yeah, except for the
Repeat at
major
5.
yeah, like I would just do that because that's such a perfect heavy, somber, almost tragic
So
progression, but
so
then it
basic
starts. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like at the end, I was trying to
Oh, uplift it.
portray.
I see what you mean. Like, oh,
Yeah,
but there's good
we
news. Okay,
we
okay,
got
okay.
him. Like we
Ah,
got
I see.
him, kind of thing.
Gotcha,
Because he
gotcha.
points at the. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I looked too much into the map there and like where he was pointing or something. But that's the last thing I saw when I reviewed it. Like I'll
Right.
usually watch it one time real quick in the very beginning, just like all right, and then I'll think about instruments. But I'm now interested. Unless anything else on this track.
No,
Oh,
it's cool. I mean, Untold Strings, of course. But good just notes and good soundscape, I think, for the scene that you're envisioning for sure. So
trying to open up. Here we go. This right here, man. Check out the sound this
boom
produces.
bottom.
Boom bottom. Check this out, man.
Oh, beautiful.
It's so nice, man.
Man, I'm gonna have to get that one and put a star next to that because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is
Boom
incredible.
bottom is amazing. Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
to be honest, if you didn't need the boom, just that bottom is perfect. Like that
oh,
is such a nice, yeah.
yeah. Like,
Oh man, that's straight out of a movie, you know?
yeah, it's insane. The low end and still being, what are we at? We're at negative
To
8.3.
to be honest,
It's amazing.
if you had an entire quartet type string section, having that run under it might sound incredible. Like to
Oh
just
yeah.
fill out the bottom end.
Yeah, man, I love that's Metropolis Arc's low end legato. And yeah, man, you could do some crazy articulation or, the MIDI manipulation to trigger certain legatos and every velocity has a different legato between note changes. It's pretty sweet. All right, let's get out of here. Bunk. Obviously, and I used classical untold strings, as you could tell it doing
Oh
its
yeah.
crazy thing at the end there. But it
Yeah.
sometimes works, like, I was like, just let it go.
If you love something, let it go.
Or snuff it in the backyard.
We are going to share a sound. Do-do-do. Alrighty.
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Ready? Or can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Okay,
Do you
okay.
see what I mean by CSI filler music? Like it's
I do. So my favorite part of that is at 11 where you were like, shit, gotta do more Law and Order style, and then you go lower in the octave. I'm like, hell yeah, that's you hit it right there. I could.
oh shit! I got to do Law and Order.
It was probably a similar thought of something right at that moment because it starts off, but you have to kind of like it starts off Law and Order and then it kind of a little bit goes off the rails, but then it's brought right back into the Law and Order with that lower octave
Mm,
and it uh just audit. Oh, play it one more time.
yep.
So I think, I mean, there's something with the timing, right? Is there a timing thing going on with the, uh, I'm pretty sure the piano unless it's like intentional, because sometimes you can walk down out of time, but then you're back into time kind of thing
Yeah.
okay. That was intentional.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's got it's it definitely was not meant to be. It's kind of a drunken lead, basically.
Yeah, it like almost goes 3/4 time for a second and then back to 4/4 at like during the walk downs.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
killer though. I'm digging
Yeah, I
it.
like it. I like it. I was actually concerned about timing when I first recorded it because it starts like off measure and stuff. But then
Right.
when I listened to it a few more times, I was like, actually, I kind of like that it's not that it's sort of free form, like it's
Yeah, it's
completely free form and
not
moves forward.
robotic at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. The an interesting element is the like the electronic
Mm.
sounds.
I wanted to do hybrid. I don't think I really nailed that, but
What
yeah,
was that?
the electronic sound is Ashlight
Ashlight.
darker shades. Listen to this
Huh.
though. It's amazing. Actually, I'd probably put an attack on that to get rid of that click sound. If I had more time. But
Right, right. Or that what is that? Yeah, it's probably the and that's okay, so and that's just like a arpeggiated sequence of D, just like did like
yeah,
oh, nice.
and Sequus, of course. Again, I
The
probably would
sequ
have, yeah, wanted more. I probably would have chosen a different Sequus patch or something else to sort of lean into the hybrid, but I think it sounds okay enough, given the time constraints. But
I bet also what would work really well with instead of a piano would be a violin in that situation too. Just because you have the sequence with the cello in there doing its
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
like staccato kind of thing, and then
Yeah,
when you had
I
a
wouldn't have been able to do like a freeform thing though with the violin, I don't think. Like when I was hearing the freeform kind of like noodling, you can't really it's not so much
capture,
violin, you know, like it's got to be a guitar or a piano or something percussive to do that sort of all time noodling.
could
But
do string staccato or
yeah,
something potentially. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, or Piz. Yep.
Is that the good 1928 the what is that? With the particles turned off or whatever?
No, this is I don't think I've used this one yet. So okay. It's missing a little bit of meat, you know, but it was good for that. Like that sounds good. You know, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
want it
Ton
as like a whole, but
y-
even
you
higher actually.
you would need a lot of reverb in a scene like that, you know, like
Yeah, I think the really cool one is this. Yeah, that's just
yeah,
cool. That's just a
I
cool sounding piano.
see, that's the problem, man. When you have such a cool patch like that, you end up just like playing it forever. And then, like,
Mm,
when you actually put something on paper, matching that same feeling is so difficult. Or at least I've found like
right.
it's hard to match that timbre of piano without having the typical instruments associated with, like, low cello
Mm,
or
right,
some
right,
kind
right.
of low thing in there. Uh, yeah, I want to get more into like chamber music stuff. Um,
Ah, that's what I like to make often. Haven't done much in a while, but
I feel like if you can make a good chamber music track, you can just take that track and put it into like any genre almost. But if you can get it written and taken down, you can deconstruct and use it in so many places.
Yeah, like I came up with that theme on guitar, and there have been a couple times where I've come up with a main melodic theme on guitar, and instead of exploring it there, I took it here and turned it into a whole thing. So I think like the Manor, remember that track?
The
I think
manner,
that
yep.
began as like a simple guitar melody, and it morphed into something bigger. So
Hell yes. Just pulling up chat, making sure no humans are here. And we are good.
hey, we won humans here, right?
Well, I know. I'm just good thing I didn't miss any chat, you know?
Oh, these guys are weird.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, round two,
Round dos.
and we're consulting the Oracle as we speak.
Ambient.
Huh.
Okay, you are the selector, sir.
That is definitely a new one.
Yeah, we have not had ambient.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what kind of video is gonna come up for this, so we'll explore it
I don't
together.
even know
But
what videos would be suitable for this.
yeah. Oh, and also here's the problem: they're all gonna be super long. Um,
Probably, yeah.
because if it's meant to go with ambient, because ambient tracks are often like 40 minutes long. So. Oh, okay, not
Oh,
that's
I
38
see.
seconds.
Hmm.
Kind of want something other than nature though.
Yeah, I agree.
Nature's a little bit too open-ended. That's kind of interesting actually.
Say keep it on, keep it at
Yeah,
the top of the list there.
mostly nature shots here. Ooh, it's a cool video.
Nature, though, right? I just want to put rain sound and wind.
Yeah, cool video
And,
though.
and so, are we gonna agree not to do like ambient sound of like nature sound effects? Because then, I mean, we could, but I guess,
Yeah, yeah, I would. Well, I would say,
or just keep it open ended.
yeah, I would
Just
say open-ended if you want
cool,
to.
cool. Yeah, definitely capture the spirit of Composer Dome.
I don't know how long this is. That's long. That's really long. Kind of cool video though. Nature. Good old Cotton Bro.
Upton,
A
bro.
minute of a woman on the floor crying. Whoa.
That's like it's like the thing
DMT.
I filmed in the sky that night, man.
You're right. That's a really long video. I don't know. Kind of. That's not really in the spirit of ambient. Oh, we've done that one.
Mhm.
I guess that would be nature. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? That first lantern one? That's pretty open
I mean,
ended.
what's that book one right there with the Buddha?
This guy?
Yes. I mean, I'm down for this if you're, I mean, I'd put this on the top of the list. You got candle smoke, a little Buddha there, book.
Hmm. I don't know. I think I'm feeling this first one just because it's so weird. Like I kind of like
So
how
definitely it's going to be, or for this, it'd be electronic ambient, really, right? Or I guess it's open-ended, right? So anything.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where that would go.
Because you know what I mean? Like I guess we'll go on the video itself, and that's going to dictate what type of ambient it should be. Um,
What is this? It's a sweet video.
I mean,
It's inspiring.
I'm down for anything.
Oh, it's a minute.
Well,
Okay, let's do the let's do the Buddha one.
Buddha.
This one. Okay,
All right.
let's try it. Don't know where I'm going with it, but see what happens.
Switch
Oh,
that.
it's got an audio track with it apparently. Okay, I think I'm set up, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Screen. Right my timer. Bam. Alrighty. In 5, 4,
Four,
3,
three,
2,
two,
1.
one. Composer.
Composidone. Oh, wish I had more time on that one. Man, I was
Oh, sorry. It was hard for me to snap out of that. I was so in the zone. Like,
in the zone of meditation zone.
yeah, it was a hard. That was hard. That was a difficult one for me.
Yeah, it's hard finding the right patch. That was my issue.
Yeah,
And then I just every time I'd find a patch, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Do I just go with it? And then I don't know. Yep. Yeah.
yeah,
I think another 3 minutes, I would have been able
yeah.
to finish this thing out.
I actually just hit undo because I when the alarm went off, I was like in the process of deleting something, and then I did it, and I feel guilty about it. So I was like, you know what? I couldn't remember whether I got it in under the finish line or not, so I just undid it. So I'm just
Uh,
gonna roll with it. So
yeah. So I had instrument open and I didn't realize it, and I switched the instrument that it was on to
hmm
something new and didn't realize that I was on the wrong track.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I had and so because I didn't do my little blue thing and it automatically switches. I gotta do that every time. And then so I was switching a instrument for something I already had, and I was like, oh shit, now is and then so I had to delete it and then redo it. It was crazy. Uh, but yeah, man, let's jump into it.
Yeah. Like I said, when the timer went off, I deleted four, so I think it probably shouldn't be there, but we'll see. It's in there anyway. Didn't make it in time. Oh, I didn't do my save or anything. Oh well.
All good, all good. Take your time.
We're just gonna go for it.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good old 1928.
Yeah, I'm reaching for that a lot, man. Like just a quick, like, hey, I need a cool piano. Like, bam, there it is.
Something
You know,
very dreamy, which is,
dreamy. Yeah, yeah.
hell yes.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely better than what I did, for sure.
What do you think? So should this instrument be in there or not?
Play one more time. Yeah.
It does give it a certain something.
Yeah, can you mute it? I don't, or solo it?
It's just untold strings,
I'm not,
but
I'm just,
it's hitting a different note in the scale.
mm,
It sort of gets that marcato too, so
yep, yep.
it gives it a certain texture. I don't
And
know. I think
what's the other note, instrument three? Okay, so it's the same note, right? Just an octave higher, or is that an actual different note? What is that? C sharp and
that's C sharp, and that's D
D
sharp.
sharp.
So it's
Ah,
doing
nice. Okay.
it's a weird interval, which is why I wasn't
Sounds
sure about
good.
it.
Yeah, it
Cool,
sounds good though.
nice. All right, cool.
And that piano is in must be in
It's C
C
sharp,
sharp. Yeah.
C sharp. Yeah,
Hell yes.
yeah, cool.
And then the booms or whatever, those are what is that?
Ah,
Some kind of percussion, right? Oh, just really
no,
low piano.
really low, and man, isn't that awesome though?
What is this?
Farlight,
Ah, Farlight.
but without I got rid of the other sounds because the other sound was not fitting in with the
Yeah, yeah.
It
So I
sounds
kind of like that, man. It's almost
well, it does, but it's not relaxing. There,
true.
it's a little bit off-putting, but it is a really cool sound and I like it. But I was really going for an ambient, relaxing, you know, meditative sort of sound, and
Exactly,
everything
exactly.
had to be covered in foam. Like I didn't want anything to.
Right, right. Yeah, definitely nailed that one.
Cool, thanks, man.
Uh, I have to switch over my audio. I
It
actually I'm gonna save this
it's weird.
first,
I
even
thought
though
you were
it's
gonna nail
crap.
it since you make more like East Asian sounding music.
Oh, crap already exists. Let me save it as crap one. So yeah, I mean, I that's what screwed me over, to be honest, is
Oh, you were like
opening
trying
up
to.
Asia instrument. It's a
Yeah,
nightmare.
it is, man. It's so
I'm
hard to
going
find like the sample you want.
I will probably remove it from my computer.
Yeah.
That's how useless it truly is. Unless you start the track with that and you only use their China scale, whatever Chinese scale that they're using, because they have specific non-westernized scales, dude.
Yeah,
And it's
which
like,
makes it
what the
so hard to compose
supposed to
in
do
for
with
me.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, what are we doing here? Like, why can't I just, put it in our westernized normal scale of D sharp minor, or like something to. Anyway, wait, I'm not sharing yet. I do have to just switch over my audio real quick.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. And honestly, I, I put a duduk in here,
I don't know what that is.
but I don't even think it triggered, and I'm not gonna try to fix it or anything. I'm just gonna go with what was at that 10-minute mark. So yeah, this is the
Yep.
actual instrument. I don't know why. I don't think it's triggering. Didn't trigger the last playthrough. So here we go. Play it again. And so this sounded really awesome, and uh, it's just I don't know why it's not triggering. After I played it now, though, I do want to just see one thing. Uh, it's probably this. Okay, it probably was that. Let's see one more time if. Wow, that's really weird. Yeah, it's still not triggering. So this is
It's a
from
beautiful. There's a really beautiful pad.
let's
I
see.
love the pad.
So which one? Because obviously there's three, so I'll sold this.
There's one that's like I think it's more of a square kind of sound.
Ah, that must be this guy or this guy.
That one. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, that is a pretty haunting sound. But
So this is from Nada, Eduardo Taralante's meditation sounds. It's like a VST from Best
I
Service.
don't know, man. It has too much emotional content to be meditative to me.
Yeah, I mean that's why if I could trigger the like that's these four tracks are just the background noise for this main lead here, which sounded badass. I don't know why it's not triggering. Maybe I have it in a wrong octave or something, or
No,
maybe I got to go way higher up in this thing.
up in
Um,
this thing.
is this one? So if I just try to play this thing, you know how yeah, I think this might be one of those instruments. You know how when you open up I don't know why I was still playing. Uh you open up the mallet flux, and if you try to switch a patch, it just won't play anymore. Like if you don't switch a patch from the internal version of it, it just won't sound anymore. Have you ever had
I'm sure I've run into it. Yeah, I had some weirdness with this last project to be honest, but it wasn't that. It was something way different. I could never figure it out. I just created a new track and it worked.
so exactly, right? So I'm not gonna switch any MIDI or anything, right? I'm just gonna op open a new track and see if this works. See if the Duduk actually triggers here. So world colors, Duduk, this right here, and I had ROM on this one, so I'm just gonna toss ROM on there.
Hmm.
Let's see if it triggers. Oh yeah, so now it's working. See how weird this instrument is,
Oh
man?
yeah.
Um, and I did play with the obviously that was way too loud, but I had it sounding. Yeah, it's not the same that I had it. The timbre of it was I had the articulation where it was like doing the thing that it did on the third note in the beginning, like
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah, yeah.
and then it
Well,
legatoed into the next thing.
yeah, but to be honest though, and again, like I'm gonna say this, like this is why I wish we had other people chiming in, but to me, this is like a beloved leader of the tribe just died or something, like it's extremely tragic.
I mean, that's the music I make, man. Tragic, dark death. That's
Y-
the theme I throw on there. I mean, there is. I mean, what is he reading here? You don't know what he's reading. He could be reading The Art of War, and it kind
Well,
of does.
that
It
should
kind of
be
does look like The Art of
the
War.
art of war should be triumphant then. That's how to conquer your enemies. See them
Uh,
driven before you.
that is true. That is true. Yeah, I think the key is the problem here. I bet if I put like you know just a bass note of D or bass note of C or bass note of G or F, and then just noodled some major thing on it. If
That's basically what I did.
yeah, if I okay, yeah, I guess I, I took a chance, and then I should have just done
What you
done
it
the
did, like
old school.
well no like and again like I feel like I don't want to be overly critical and
No, be over really cool.
what you made is really good. Like I really like it, but I'm just not sure if it goes with the scene.
No doubt, no doubt.
but but it's awesome and
Honestly, this scene you could just have a gong
yeah.
and that's it. That's it.
You
That's
could go
all.
really ambient. Yeah, and I didn't do that either, but you definitely could, You could have or a
It probably would
triangle
have.
with
Yeah,
a ton of reverb, like just hitting a couple notes or something. I mean,
for
yeah,
the entire length. Yeah,
that
and
would be
just let it
totally legitimate to do, I think. But,
some gong or even a couple bells with tons of reverb
oh
low in the
yeah,
background or
I've
something.
got those bells and I never use them. I have like a whole VST
Yeah,
that's
you did.
just bells.
I thought you were gonna use that thing, man.
It
I
would
was,
have been smart. I wish I'd thought of it. I probably would have.
hell yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. You down for another one, or you
Yeah,
want to take a quick intermission, take
let's
a
take an
pee break?
intermission. I'm gonna
I have to
grab a
pee
beverage.
myself.
I'm gonna grab a beverage
Already,
and then yeah, let's do one or two more even.
already. I'm down,
Cool.
100%.
See you soon.
Yes, sir.
that is a beautiful pad.
Dark or deep. Just very, very deep.
Yeah.
Ooh, clipping like a mofo too. That's one problem I would say for Eduardo Tarolante's Nada is man oh man, can you get these things to create sound or volume? Like right
Mm,
out of the gate, they are almost clipping each one. Uh,
right. Which sounds like it needs some, it could use some EQ work, right? Like you scoop out some of the low end frequency, gets rid of some rumble, and so that'll give you some more room in your shoebox elsewhere.
Indeed, and also there's a 0 decibel level meter on it, and I usually reduce that down like to negative 20, and then adjust everything else in Logic, whatever.
Right.
Anyway, I was just messing around with it.
All right.
The Oracle shall return.
Different color this time.
Whoa, that's weird. Is that normal?
No, it just happened. I don't know. I don't know how it happened.
That is really weird.
Ah, drama. Dang, man, we get that one a lot.
Man, I was just trying to get out of drama. Uh,
We
damn.
get that one a lot.
We could re-roll if you want, but I mean, it is the Oracle. She did say,
Yeah, no, we can't.
yeah,
We got to stick with it, man. Even
can't
though,
worm our way out.
nope. We've got a lot of leeway in what video we can pick, at least. So
That's true.
we've done these folks before. That's kind of cool. Too bad it's a minute. What's this guy up to? I can't believe I did it. I told him I'd
I'm
do
in
it.
jail forever now. I'm in my cell with my handcuffs on still. What is this?
They're gonna
Oh
make me
no,
read
that's
them.
just that's the faucet.
That's a really long video. Cotton bro.
Cotton, bro.
What are you up to? Guy at the bar. Nice watch. Don't know how that's drama, but
Pull out these ones.
this old man yelling.
Ah, oh my God.
He's lost.
Lost.
Old man
Yeah,
lost in the
yeah,
woods. He's gonna get eaten by wolves.
yeah.
That's not funny, y'all.
Oh, it's hilarious. If that's what he was really doing, just
Dang. That's pretty ominous. I like it.
that's like horror, isn't it? Drama. Yeah, yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah,
But
I think that's cool. I say let's do it.
I like the aesthetic of this one though. Yeah.
Cool.
You can go a lot of ways with this one.
Yeah. Yep.
It could be like intense, it could be not intense. Actually, these are pretty good. I saw that other one
Yeah,
too.
there's a whole series.
Bam, bam.
Oh dang, that comes with audio and it's extremely loud.
Okay, I just didn't extract the audio.
It just blew my eardrums out.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, what the hell? Wait a second.
What?
I just dragged in that. Hold on one second. I gotta download this thing maybe again. Okay, there we go. I think this worked. Damn, mine's doing the thing that happened to you.
Yeah. You
Uh,
gotta
you know,
pull it back in, extract the audio, and then delete it manually. There's a bug, I think.
it's got to be a bug. Like if you already have a video in there and you try to write over it, it just,
It's even a new one. I just did the same thing.
oh wow.
There's something about it automatically getting rid of the audio that it just doesn't do. Okay, that should work though.
Damn, yeah. Okay.
It's really loud.
Why is
Okay, I got it though.
you got it out?
Yeah.
Okay, third time's a charm.
Extracting the audio and then deleting it didn't work.
No, I didn't check it again like an idiot. Now I can delete it.
Gotcha.
And that is very loud.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All your audio. Oh yeah, obviously, if you heard that. Okay, let me pull up this timer. Bam. Put that over there. Bam. Alrighty.
Hmm.
We will start in
Five,
five, four,
three,
three,
two,
two, one.
one. Composer.
Composadome. And we are finished.
We are back.
Man, that one was giving me some anxiety, dude. I mean,
Freak yourself out over there?
totally did. Um, yeah. I think it went pretty decent though. How about yourself?
Yeah, good, good. I'm
Good,
happy.
good. I'm just switching over my audio. I did save.
Same here.
Switching over. Cool video, man. I think this was the coolest video we've done, to be
Yeah,
honest, from
yeah,
Pexels.
it's a good one.
It's
I like it
like
too.
because there was different shots, it wasn't just one steady shot, man. I like being
Right.
able to have movement in the video. It's like
Yeah.
expresses or gives the producer or composer the ability to like really be creative with it instead of just kind of, you know. Okay, my shit switched over.
All right, ready, sir?
Ready when you are.
Good.
Yep. All right, all right.
Yeah.
What's the creepy strings kind of thing? What is that? I'm curious.
Let's see. What elements do we have here?
That sounds like Ashlight.
Yeah, it is. Okay. That's stray light.
Ah, man, Straylight has some incredible booms, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen to that. And I didn't want to waste too much time on it, but I was messing with the tempo to get the booms to correspond with when he was hitting the
Uh,
crowbar, but I couldn't. It's not consistent. The
yes, I was wondering. So the very end is
I
right on
managed to get
point.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
got that one,
yeah.
but then the others it would never line up, and I tried moving it up and down, it just wasn't working. So it would be cool if you could get it though.
Yeah, so and yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. That's why sometimes I don't even go to a tempo and just uh, you know, just like if you have to have those timing things in there or even just like have it in
Oh yeah,
have see if the I bet if you put those booms maybe actually where those things just line them up with the MIDI
yeah,
out of time, it would probably still fit the piece.
yeah. But it's
Yeah.
time consuming, and I didn't have time. But like, you remember when I was making soundtrack for my brother's videos?
Right,
That's what I
right.
did. Like
Okay, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
manually move things so that they hit, and even though they're off time, but
I mean, yeah, technically you could just change the time signature at the top and get really deep into it, but yeah, it's so
right.
much easier just to
Yeah,
move the MIDI notes when the stuff
where
happens.
they need to go.
Yeah, this thing's what is this? This is interesting. Straight light, man. Straight light is the instrument of the day. That's what we should have.
That's just a nice creepy drone.
It
It's not. It gives kind of anxiety. It's like you're about to be attacked.
yeah, it's an interesting timbre. It's not
And this is a really cool sequence patch, actually,
it's funny.
that
It
I put
almost
down super low. So,
yeah, so I was actually in the very beginning when I saw it, I was thinking about like a ticking time like a clock of some type, and
yeah,
that's interesting because that kind of sounds like a bell tower clock or
yeah,
something, or
yeah.
like a
He's coming. He's coming.
yep, yep.
You know?
Time is up. Hell yeah. All right. Bam. So 4 tracks. Let's open up this.
Oh.
All right. Whoa, so, a main thing didn't trigger.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, oh, it's pretty sparse. Oh, cool. That definitely puts you on edge, man. No doubt.
Yeah, right. I mean, honestly, just listening to it right there gave me a little bit of anxiety, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
What's that riser?
know.
That's really cool.
That is the lowest key I could get for Rise and Hit.
Ah, I did not think about a riser, but yeah, that works really well.
So, a little tip on the riser. So in order to make sure that I don't, have you messed with Rise and Hit before this thing?
I've used it a couple times. I haven't done a deep dive because I don't ever do deep dives.
Right. There's one main thing that's so needed for this thing, and it's just this bar up here. And what
Hmm.
it does is like you can make it really fast, or you
Hmm.
can draw the note out over 32 beats. And
Sweet.
so, yeah, yeah. Or, you could cut it in half and it will automatically sound great.
So,
Because
so a lot of your time was getting the timing right for that
no,
coming
no,
in, right?
actually, I added the riser first. And I just did this thing first, and I saw where it ended here, and I changed the BPM to 127. Because we start at 120, and that's the end. Oh, when it goes dark, rather, is the end of the riser, obviously with the tail still there. And then from there, just added the notes for the kick, and then
Yeah, cool,
but
cool.
just sequence, like so like every I just paused it there and just added or actually paused it like went but right before he was hitting the thing, and then I just pluck in a note and then just went to the next track.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. I'd say you took
Um,
the cake on that one. Um,
see what else we got here. Ashlight, man.
of course. I mean, Ashlight is made for stuff like this. Like,
Mysteria.
I thought about Mysteria, yeah, but it's too difficult to get a good sound out of it. But
I had to I got X blend automation and Y intensity automation and a volume automation, and without that it's too much, like you have to like really tweak this thing in order for it to be tame. Otherwise
yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
like whoa.
Tame. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, I think.
And then of course the thing that I just found earlier, boom bottom. That thing's
it's gonna be
sounds
a
so
constant.
nice. I
Yeah,
know,
dude.
man, just like untold strings jumps back in.
That's
I'm down,
cool.
man.
Yeah, yeah. I actually like both of ours, but I think you took the cake on it. That's a really good job.
All right, should we go for a fourth
I
round?
I think I got it, Emmy. What about
All
you?
right, I'm down. I'm down. Let me switch over all this stuff.
Whoa. Whoops. Something weird going on with the something weird going on with the terminal because it's the wrong color and then okay.
That's interesting. I wouldn't think that a Python program would just change like that.
Oh, it was the location. Like the current directory was it changed somehow, which is weird. I don't know how it happened. Animation. Okay. And it's
Huh.
me. Um
Animation.
I think that's a new one too, isn't it?
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I guess probably this is gonna be like an orchestral type of situation. I'd assume like a probably mallet flux.
You're already planning individual instruments, man. You're two steps ahead.
Well, I mean, when you think of animation, does cartoon like a cartoon movie? That's what I would Oh, I guess okay, okay. So animation, I guess, could be broad
Ooh,
in the sense of just visuals.
that's actually really cool. I
I
like
do
that.
like this.
It's a little long at 24 seconds, but whoa, damn. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I like that other DNA more than that. But yeah, it's oh, 11. Whoa.
Wow, that's a really cool animation. I like it.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a cool
We're doing
animation.
it. We can go a lot of ways with this thing.
Yeah. Full, you could go full orchestral, you can go full electronic, or you could definitely go hybrid. Oh, actually, I have to restart Logic. I had that same problem again where my MIDI controller was just not working at all. So I'm gonna cut off my MIDI, and then turn it back on, and then restart Logic real quick. Bear with me.
Take your time. Take your time. Switching over my stuff.
Yeah, so that last one I had to do using the mouse, which sucked, but
Ooh, that. Well, at least it's that was kind of like a not many notes needed situation.
yeah, yeah. If we had romance or something, that would have been a problem because
All right.
all right.
Ready to rock and roll?
Do you mind if I test it real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've been having trouble
Do your
today.
thing. If you need to restart again, just by all means. Pain in the ass having keyboard issues.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Cool.
Alrighty.
1 second. Let me switch my audio over. Okay, switching. Cool. All
All
right, we
right.
are solid. Oh, dang, I don't have the video in yet. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Good thing it doesn't have any audio, so probably shouldn't have any.
No issues. Yep. All right, cool. We are good.
Alrighty, in five, four, three,
Three,
two,
two,
one.
one. Composer.
Composer dome.
Oh, hard.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Tough, tough,
Too
tough.
bad. It's
Not
like,
enough time
I know, man.
to pick instruments, man.
It seems like every like one today, just a couple more minutes could have
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
Actually, the dramatic one was fine. I was just messing around at the end there, but man, every other one, man, I'm like, damn, like right when I get something all right, MIDI wise, something else like, oh shit, I just gonna make a little change. Can't do it anymore. It is what it is.
Yeah, man, especially with the electronic ones, I feel like selecting the instrument is so much harder because if it's orchestral, I sort of know exactly what to go to, but I have very few known electronic ones that, you know, that I know the sound well enough to pick out beforehand. So,
Yep. That's kind of where all my time was wasted was I was trying to find this kind of timbre and I found it at the last second, dude. I literally found it at the last second. Um, but without that, it would not have worked at all. So I'm glad I got that in there, but I wanted to like do way more. Man,
hmm
that time flew by, dude.
yeah,
I can't believe that. All right, well, who was the selector? Did you select that,
I
right?
think I did.
Or
I think I was, yeah.
okay.
Okay. Cool
Actually, I gotta
video.
save this real
I
quick.
actually love this video. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is
Um,
cool. Switching over the audio. All right.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yep, something didn't trigger.
Still
uh,
sounded cool as hell without the trigger.
oh, it's doing it again. It's doing it again, man. All
What is it
right,
doing?
dude, something is really weird about my setup. Listen to it. Hear it?
Yeah.
It's extremely low and
So
super
so
yeah.
yeah, click the skeleton or the skeleton arm, the automation lane, and then under volume, click
hmm
uh down on that, and then click modulation, and then so right now it's zero across the track, but if you turn that up to like 70 or something, you could just click somewhere in the track, and then a orange bar will appear, and then you can just kind of drag it up.
But I don't even know how that's getting triggered because like how is that happening?
It's for some reason it's being recorded at zero modulation, and it must be a bug because I have to do the
Oh,
same
man.
thing, you know?
All right, well, that's almost there. Wow, it's being yeah, it has nothing to do with the keyboard though, because none of
Yeah,
these
because
wheels affect modulation.
well, the so you have a pitch wheel and then you have a modulation wheel. If that modulation wheel is all the way down when you're recording, or in in a static position prior to recording, for some reason it's doing it. Usually it would record at wherever it's set, like all the time. But
Well,
for some reason you have to kind of like wiggle it a little bit and then
that is
it'll
so stupid. But yeah, but like,
yeah.
but right now it's not adjusting as I'm rolling it, you know, like this value isn't adjusting as I'm rolling it.
So try playing the instrument, just like with the keyboard, and then mess with the modulation wheel on your keyboard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's it.
Yeah.
That's 100%
It's
it.
crazy. I don't I
Yeah.
understand. Like I don't know why it's just one of those things where it's like I think it's probably in the settings somewhere. I just haven't cared to dig in and figure out why.
I think today's the first time I've run into this problem though.
Every project I have to do this, like every track sometimes sometimes it doesn't do it, you know, like if you just didn't do it for your other instruments.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm just gonna
Oh,
get it to kind of where it was sounding when I
right.
recorded it.
Out of
But
curiosity, what VST is that? Maybe it's VST based.
no, it's not because I've had
Okay,
trouble like with various ones, and I just didn't know
gotcha.
what it was. But now that I do, I know what to look out for. But it's yeah, it is what's the '80s synthwave one called? I can't even remember.
Oh, 80s synthwave.
Analog
Oh,
Dreams.
Analog Dreams. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what it's supposed to sound like, kind of.
I actually think the first playthrough was dead on badass. If play,
Well, the instrument
yeah,
does
must
not
have.
sound like when I recorded it, so that sucks. But
Yeah, it was probably much less modulation. Like probably cut that in half or bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I see how the counter melody to that definitely
well,
makes it sound cool, but yeah.
the problem is you need, or at least what I was going for is you got to have something happening once this starts to break apart and turn yellow. Like it's there's an event, and so if it's just
I
yeah, you
see
want
why.
yeah
So it kind of actually, but that's why I thought it was kind of cool in the beginning because it sounded like right when the thing started breaking apart, the melody started just kind of trickling up and up and up,
yeah
and it's
yeah
like it was. I thought that
yeah
was intentional with instrument too.
it was, but I wanted to emphasize it with another instrument coming in, yeah, with a different counter melody, but yeah, it just didn't work. I couldn't get the sound right. Um, yeah, so okay, cool. Well, probably should have left it out.
Modulation glitches, man.
Oh
It's the
man,
bane of
that's
the
annoying.
the funny thing is, man, is for a professional sounding orchestral track,
Hmm.
you need to use that modulation lane like it's every single part of that modulation track has to have different dynamics depending on what sound is on screen. And I've seen so many composers utilize that live while they're playing. They'll play with the modulation wheel in their left hand and they'll play with the cello or whatever in their right hand so they can mimic the dynamism or
Hmm.
dynamism
Hmm.
of that instrument, whatever they're trying to replicate. So it's a curse, but at the same time, like if you mess around with the modulation, you're gonna see that you could do a lot of like the instruments we have are so advanced, and they like if you use modulation with them, they just go to the next level. It's a pain in the ass. It is sitting there triggering every little thing and then making sure that it's peaking right and all that crap and then doing these little loops and swoops with the automation lane.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, if like for the ultimate, and you're not using real instruments or using recorded stuff. Let's see if I had to do it here. Yeah, I think I had to do it on not that one. Oh, I guess it didn't happen to me that time. All right. Oh, something didn't trigger.
man, I actually like it without the trigger. I like the
That's funny, man.
I do, man.
So what's this?
The first playthrough was
So that was this thing, I think. No, it says so. This muted.
I think that's great. That's perfect.
That's
Abs-
hilarious.
I absolutely love that.
I,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I felt like I had to add like a rhythmic element of some type, but yeah,
To
it's
be honest, if it was just hitting one note, it would be fine. But the fact that it's doing that melodic
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that just takes you out of this kind of clean technic. clean technical look that is in the video.
It's technically doing the wonk wonk wonks in key of C, but it does take it out of its like kind of makes it a little silly sounding
Yeah.
comparatively to what's on the screen.
Yeah, like if it could just hit the same, like if it was monotone, if it just hit the same note over and over again, but it was
Right.
but it had that voice, it would be perfect.
Yep. Same pitch the whole
Right.
way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's really good though. I like it. Can you play it again?
Yep. With this muted.
Whichever. Oh yeah, and
That
that at
wah
the
supposed to
end.
come in a little sooner, but this is the instrument that I found at the last second. Like honestly, it was the last 10 seconds, and I go, dink.
What is that?
Uh, uh,
Delia. Yeah, I've used that before.
Delia,
Hmm.
dude, I was blown away because this that sound was exactly
Yeah,
the sound that I imagined when I saw this DNA thing. Like just
100%. Yeah, it
like
does have
the
that. Again, it's like this clean, technical, scientific kind of sound. Like,
exactly, and definitely I felt like C was just to root it into just like because C is the most commonly used key in all of music, I think, right?
I don't know. I never thought about it. It makes sense though. The C scale is very easy, and yeah, so it makes sense.
It, in that first like it's almost remind me slightly of like a Trevor Rabin-ish vibe. I don't know if you've ever listened to his
Mm-mm.
movie soundtracks, but he composed like you know for like Con Air and Armageddon,
Okay.
some of those like dramatic guitar kind of scenes. Like I actually had a guitar in here at first. It was like brown, and I was like, no, that's not what the clean scientific thing is definitely the approach. But yeah.
That's perfect, man. You nailed that one.
All right. Well, I think too bad we don't have some humans here, but hey, that's what we do, man. We we don't need the humans uh because Composer Dome is just gonna keep happening, man.
It's just gonna keep happening.
Just gonna keep going, man.
It's just what we do at this point.
Episode 15. So
15.
we got like coming up on like 45 hours of Composer Dome action. Yeah,
Glad to do
man.
it. I always enjoy it.
Hell yeah, brother. So yeah, next Saturday, 2:30.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. See you then.
To the future.
Signing off.